Don't let me down.
Make you fly high when you feel that touch.
Hey guys, Lindsay here with My Modified Motherhood. Tonight I'm going to take you guys through a stroll of Hastings K4-K5 Homeschool Binder for the 2016-2017 year. This is the binder that Hastings is going to be using on a daily basis to make sure that he completes his schoolwork. This is just the front cover page that I printed and made off of Word. He's obsessed with Angry Birds and he's a big visual person, so right off the bat, the Angry Bird definitely catches his attention. When you open the binder, the first thing that you see is his pencil pouch. This has all the necessary tools that he may need to complete some of his work during the day. There's scissors, crayons, markers, a glue stick, and there's also pencils and pens in here. The first portion of this is mostly morning work. There's a couple of things in here that Hastings will need help on, but for the most part, these beginning pages he'll be able to do on his own. This is just some name practicing. So up here, this is just where he will trace this. This section right here will be where he will actually try to write his name out. And then this is actually incomplete, but I'm going to be getting adhesive Velcro and sticking it little pieces underneath here. And I have some pieces that I'm going to cut out for individual letters, and he will match the corresponding letters until he spells out his name. And I'll have the Velcro strips on the side so that the letters that he needs will be right here on the side of the page. These are also in These are also in sheet protectors. So I plan on using Vis-a-Vis markers, which I'm going to order off of Amazon, so that these sheets right here can be reusable and I don't have to print out a million different of these. That way we can erase it every day that he writes on it. The next thing is just alphabet match. I'm going to have the Velcro adhesive on each one of these, and he's just going to match each letter to the corresponding letter on the page. And all of the letters of this are going to be Velcroed on Velcro strips up here. So he can just pull from up here and bring them down here to match these. The same thing with a number match as it was on the previous page with the alphabet. Same concept. And the numbers will all be up here for him to pull down here. And next is just, this is something that we'll be doing together. This is going to teach him the date, how to write the date out, how to do the digital date. And then we're also going to start learning how to tell time this year. So this has a way to help them figure out how to add the hour hand to tell what time it is whenever we start work every day. And each day he's going to come over here and he's going to copy or write over whatever day it is. So if it's Tuesday, he'll go to Tuesday and write out over Tuesday. And then whenever we figure out on one of our sheets back here in the back how many days we've been in school, we'll write that right here, and then we'll come down here and figure out the hundreds, tens, and ones. So if he's been in school for 14 days, we would put a 1 here and a 4 here, obviously. And then each day he'll fill out what season it is. So in August, the season is summer, so he would just come and color in the sun. And I'll link in the bottom of my page where I got all of these sheets from, so if you guys are interested in getting these, we can have these for you guys. Next is August weather graph, and each day that it's sunny in August we'll just kind of build up every day it's sunny. If we have some partly cloudy days, we'll come fill those out, and same on for all the other different weather types. And then this is just what was the weather like for August, September, October, November, and December. This is just, both of these are just a really good way to introduce graphing. So if it was mostly partly cloudy in August, we would fill all the way up to partly cloudy. In September, if it was mostly rainy, we would fill it up to the rainy. And that's what we would use this sheet for, to determine, in August, if it was sunny the most, or cloudy the most, or rainy. And then we would use that information to graph that down here. This is the count the school days that I was telling you guys about. Every day that we're in school, he's going to come over here and he's going to start out by tracing the numbers, and then we're going to work on writing the rest of the numbers together after 20. This next portion is just something that he doesn't really need to learn, but it would make me feel a little bit more comfortable. And this is just our telephone number, and I haven't filled this out yet, but I am going to be going and writing on this sheet our actual phone number so that he has a guidance to go by. And as the year progresses, I'll eventually switch this sheet out so that the numbers aren't on there anymore. But these I'm going to stick some adhesive Velcro to and have numbers on the page for him to stick them to what our telephone number is. And then the back side is just a quote, a Dr. Seuss quote that I wanted to stick in there for Hastings. So after that, everything is broken up into sections by subject. And what I do is I've talked a little bit about the crate system that I'm going to be doing that I'm actually not finished with. It's something that I decided last minute. This is all stuff that I've decided to do last minute with Hastings. So I'm not completely finished with it. But for now, I do have the first week of lesson plans done, as you guys would know if you watched my last video. But the way this works is I separate our whole entire year of homeschooling through weeks, and I have them listed week by week in my crate system. Every Sunday I'll go to my crate and pull out the week's worth of work, and then I'll stick it in the planner and divided it up. I'll stick it in the binder and divide it up by subject for Hastings. So every day he pulls out his binder, he'll know the sheet that he needs to do for the day, and a specific subject is on the very top in its divider. So the first subject and divider that we have here is math. So all of his sheets that he has for the week are all listed in here for math. Once he completes the sheet, all he has to do is just flip it over and stick it in the back pocket. And once he's done all of these for the week and all of them are in the back pockets, I'm going to take them out and put them in a separate portfolio for me to keep up with. The second tab we have is reading and writing, and the same thing applies to the prior tab. He'll just come on the first day of school, pick out his first worksheet, do that, and then put it in the back. Then we have science and Bible, phonics, and then the last things we have are other things that I want to teach Hastings that aren't as important as the previous tabs, but they're still things that I want to focus on with Hastings. So there's health and safety, Spanish, and then geography. So the way that I'm breaking this all down is I want to make sure that every day Hastings is doing his core subjects, which consist of math, reading and writing, science, Bible, and phonics. So every day we're going to do all 5 of these subjects, and I'm going to get all of these subjects done early morning. Then I have the remainder, health and safety, Spanish, and geography. I'm going to split those up and have those to where we do those in the evening, not with the rest of our schoolwork, and I'm only going to be picking 2 or 3 of these to do a week. So I'm not going to be doing these every day because I don't want to overload Hastings. After all, he is just going to be doing, a little bit of K4 and K5 work. So no overloading. So that's it for Hastings binder. If you guys have any questions, be sure to comment and let me know. Remember, everything, all of the materials that I have in here, in the beginning right here, I will post where I got these down below, so you guys have these to pull from if this is something that you're wanting to do for your child. Please like my video, if you liked it, of course, and remember to subscribe so that you get future channel updates. Thanks, guys.